Hey guys, Eli here. Inflation is at its 3-decade high. And I made a video talking about this last week and how it's going to affect your money. And here's a small recap of that video talking about how inflation can affect your money. Let's say this dollar represents the entire money that the United States have. I want to buy this right here and it only costs $1, which means this can actually buy this. But let's just say magically, we made 1 into 2. Now, the total value still remains the same. It's just we split the entire value of it into 2. Instead of one of these buying this, it'll take both of these to buy this. But what really happened due to the pandemic last year, as far as the Feds printing money, was this. See, one thing we gotta know is inflation is going to happen regardless whether we like it or not. It's happening. But we have to ask our question, what can we do to protect our money from inflation itself? So on this video, I want to talk about the things that I'm buying to actually protect myself from inflation. And we're starting now. If you guys love to talk about personal finance and mindset and you guys want to help support the Urban Lifestyle channel, start now by hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that notification icon so you guys get future notifications of my future videos. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up, it's highly appreciated, and comment your thoughts down in the comments below. What are some of the things that you're doing to actually protect yourself from inflation? Comment down below, let me know. The year was 1989. That was the year I was born, by the way. The average household was anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000. Yes, I remember. Those were the good old days. Man, I used to buy a loaf of bread for a nickel. And we fast forward to today's prices, the average household goes around $300,000, anywhere to $1 million. Now we go back to 1989 and we find that the average car price was anywhere between $4,000 to $10,000. And we come back to the present and we can see the average car prices is anywhere between $20,000 to $50,000. As a matter of fact, the buying power of $100 back in 1989 is equivalent to, in today's prices, to $223.06 today, presently, which is an accumulative inflation rate of 123%. Half of the money that's in circulation today was actually printed in 2020. The Feds has been very busy printing up money due to the ongoing pandemic going on today. So the more money that's put into circulation, the less value that the money that's already in circulation has. But what can we do to protect our money from losing value? I mean, we've seen the cost of almost everything go up within just the past year. Gas prices, food prices, commodities, assets, all those prices that has since gone up, and it's not just due to inflation. I mean, supply shortage has a factor to play in as well. While there are a lot of demands, there's just not enough supply to cover that demand. And not to mention, there's a huge labor shortage going on as well, which also causes companies to raise wages. And while the wages are being raised, companies are also raising the prices of their product to offset the costs of the wages going up. So what can we do to actually protect our money from inflation? Well, the only option is to spend money, and we're going to talk about that later, or save money, and trust me, that's the worst option. See, I like to view money as time and energy because we have to give our time and our energy to make that money. But we only get one life to live and there's no reset button like we do when we're playing games. Yeah, man, he shot me in the face and I lost all my money too. Oh my gosh, what happened next? What you mean? I came back to life in the game. Wait, what? You were talking about the game the whole time? That's what happens when you play Grand Theft Auto on the phone. So why you got a band-aid on your face? Oh, nah, my cat did this to me. That ain't nothing. Oh gosh. So if I put in my time for that money and in the future that money is gonna devalue in value, so in return you're also devaluing my time and my energy as well. But let's go back to spending money. See, how you spend your money can either make you or break you. You can either spend your money on assets, and most people call that investing, or you can spend your money on liabilities. And most people call that wasted money. See, an asset is anything that you may buy with your own money, and that in return will either grow up in value or put more money back into your pockets over time. And a liability is anything that devalues over time or takes money away from your pockets over time. So what assets can we buy to protect ourselves from inflation? Now, the first asset that can actually protect you from inflation is real estate. Now, the lines can be blurred when it comes to real estate because it can also be viewed as a liability because it's going to take money away from your pockets. But at the same time, it also grows in value. Like I told you in the beginning of the video, in 1989, houses were anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000, and houses today are $300,000. Had you bought a house 30 years ago, you'll definitely be up. But also, if you rent out that property and gain some monthly income from that property itself, it puts money in your pocket. And when inflation goes up, you can also raise the rent. Now, the second asset you can buy to protect yourself from inflation is stocks. Now, of course, some people are gonna say, yeah, I have a friend who has a friend whose mom's dad, cousin, brother, sister lost money in the stock market buying stocks. And yes, that is true, but if you look back at the stock market 30 years ago and compare it to today, you can see the prices of the stock market has only gone up. Things are very different when you look at it from the short term versus the long term. The third asset that can actually protect you from inflation is developing your own skill sets. Listen to me, because I don't think you understand. I have a particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will kill you. Having a skill set is very important. Reason being is because you can charge for that skill set. If you know how to fix phones, you can charge accordingly to help people fix their own phones. If you know how to fix cars, homes, build websites, all that, you can charge accordingly and get money for your service. And no one can take that away from you. The next asset that you should have to actually protect yourself from inflation, although some people may criticize me on this one, is cryptos and NFTs. Now, although not all the cryptos that we have today is guaranteed to be around in the future, but the blockchain technology itself, I do believe is going to be big in the future. It's sort of like the internet back in the 1990s. A lot of people didn't believe there was going to be a use for it, but look how the internet changed our life today. And a lot of people may say NFT is nothing, but I mentioned this on a video before. Imagine where an artist or a movie director can actually sell NFTs of his movies, which means, hey, I can sell shares of my music or my movies to people. That creates the fun for me to actually produce that movie or album I'm working on. Every time that song is played, every time that movie is watched, the people who own the NFT gets paid royalties. So imagine if you own shares of Michael Jackson Thriller album. Every time the songs get played, every time that album is played on movies, and you own that NFT, you get a cut. Now, of course, there's a lot of research that has to be done, and trust me, I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research, but it is something to look into. Now, those are some of the asset classes that you can actually use to help protect yourself from inflation. Now, of course, there's a ton more, such as art, gold and silver, and tons more, but this video has gone long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. It's highly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also hit that notification icon so you guys get future notifications of my future videos. Comment your thoughts down in the comments below. What asset classes are you currently buying so you can protect yourself from inflation? Because like it or not, it's coming. Might as well get ready now. Thank you so much for watching and have a beautiful day. You know what? I had $1 million saved up back in the 1930s. $1 million. And you guys may be wondering how am I still alive. But to be honest with you, I have no idea how I'm still alive, but I just saved it up. And now that $1 million is practically worth $300,000. I should have not saved it. I should have invested somehow. Which is a cumulative, which is an include, which is an I can't even say it. Accumulative, which causes companies to raise rage, which causes companies to raise rage, which causes companies to raise rage. Come on, what's up with all these tongue twisters? I tell you now that I am gonna get more wigs. I don't care who likes it or not, and I'm gonna bring more characters. Listen to me. I don't know my lines. How does Liam Neeson say this? Listen to me. I don't. Alright, the voice is too raspy. Listen to me. I don't think you understand. I have a particular set of. My wig got in my mouth. Stop laughing at me. Inflation is coming. It's not something new. It's just, what are you gonna do about it? Are you just gonna put your money under the mattress? Which is stupid, because you're losing value to the money, especially now that savings accounts are actually giving you a 0.00% on return on your money. Savings is stupid. Like right now is an investor's world. Buy assets, buy appreciating assets, and preserve your wealth. That's the name of the game right now. I mean, stocks, real estate, whatever it may be, do your own research and figure it out.